deplorable surrounding.
Are you certain you want to dismiss
Your loss.
The old dog looks up at you but doesn't lift his greying head from his paws. He heaves a heavy sigh.
I'm Buddy. It's no use anyway. You're nice. Amy, she was my mate for the last 7. Carry the 2 plus 50. 5. Say. Oh, hey! I thought you key? What key? Oh, the key! If you find out where it leads. If you see it, not too far from here. But she was taken by a guy in a white robe who smelled horrible. Like lots and lots and lots and lots of dogs. And also a little like dead people. He dragged her to the big castle. I think I love you.
Say it again.
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. For I am an elf. The tongue of others is not my tongue. You may speak of then and when, I do not. I refuse to learn their strange speech. We are unfamiliar, yet familiar. We are the same, so tell me your tale. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. Power! An old ambition. I have power comes from strength, and strength comes from growth. These seeds sprout. So does the iron in your... It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. Care for those seeds, my friend. The powerful foster life. cockle, clam.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you...
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Oh, that'll happen here. Hope Griff and his people aren't giving you too hard of a time. He and his have it out for anyone who ain't a human. More and more. You here alone?
She gives you a long look.
You think twice about facing this mean world alone, eh? Someone to drink to in the... Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Used to be I had a family. A husband. Then they brought us here. I couldn't stop 'em from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Maybe now I'm just waiting for 'em to call my name. Waiting and remembering.
Her eyes...
Kind of you to ask. Stefan, he was my little one. Smart as a whip and no less wicked. And my husband, he was called Felix.
She talks for some time about birthdays, about Felix's prickly beard, about the skunk Stefan once dragged home for a pet. Joy radiates from her as she remembers. She places a warm hand on your shoulder.
What a gift to think of them. I'd like to give something to you too. A family recipe. One of Felix's best. Take care of yourself.
Tides in and out and in again.
I'm meeting someone here. That someone ain't you.
Old Billy ID.
Come on, you stubborn hunk of... The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood, nailed to the skeleton of an... Ah!
Eh? Oh, that. I won't be... Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though. Bravery on the high seas is rewarded. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got...
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together, before placing them both back on the plank and...
Bleeding nail must be... charmed or something. Go on then, give it a go.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job.
He winks and trips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc.
For your trouble. No, but I'd hope
He sucks a
winds like these. She would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look, as though just...
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Maybe
He stands before you and pokes you in the side, seizes your shoulder.
there's something of you, you know? You don't have to accept your fate on this bloody island. You can leave. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll happy to. I'll be here when you.
Coloured like a dog. A very leafy dog. I'd pity you. But I'd like to see you try, meatbag. Sure, courseth through me like a tidal wave, ready to break every your pathetic cowed head at my command. But of course, they'll happily dump your maggot-ridden corpse into the sea when they're through with you. Yeah. Sorcerers dispowered. Ha!
Say, I don't know any elvish ditties. Got nothing spicy, though. Don't break your head there now. Been that long since you've been home, has it? Oh, give us a smile. Say, I don't know any well, all the worse for you. You know what they say? Sin over your trouble. Ho ho! You ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? They're all I got left after you buddies were through with me. That's so. Huh. You look just like 'em. But then again, I never...
Let's team. How do? Right now. Anyhow, let's get down. I've been up and down the realm, so then it's capital. Well, that's that.
Goodness, but this place has made you cranky. Hook up, old chap.
Oh, 10 bottles of mead, 1,000 bottles of dust, 50 bottles of tears, oh.
The dwarf slaps his knees and chest until a buoyant rhythm develops and begins to, well, not sing exactly, but chant.
They stole me boots and burned me hat, but beast of the sea will come asking for me. They locked me up with a pig and a rat, but beast of the sea will come asking for me. Oh, not bad for being off the top of me head.
He bows to an almost comical depth, then rises and laughs.
Welcome to the joy, my famed friend.
Well, I wasn't feeling so welcome till now. You almost had me dancing. You get any more songs in you? This savage beast could use some soothing.
Well, I got a right good rebel whooper on hand, warning of the barbaric beast. The other, well, it ain't so respectful, but Royal Guards folk on holiday always ate it up.
Gotta admit, I'm tired of hearing the shanties all singing my praises. Let's hear the Royalist tune. I bet it dresses me down real good.
One Royalist tune coming up. Oh, Macca Smiles, bastard born, the man of life enraged him. A gnashing varmint he became, so queens up then to cage him. A pitiful sight, his inadequate fight, the quivering lump sent out of Queen's sight. Macca Smiles, bastard born, the royal knights upstaged him.
Ha! I knew there'd be some good lines in there. Quivering lump. Too funny to be mad at.
Royal Guard. They'd sing this while wandering the hinterland, looking for rebels in the shadows. Some time ago, of course. Back when you were banished to the Isle of Mists.
Beast looks to the ground for a moment, but just a moment. His cheeks rise and redden, and he roars in laughter.
Those were the days, eh, chum? Well, I've got to get moving. Good to see a friendly face, though. Ain't too many.
Come on. You know this one, don't you? Grab a bottle of ale. Oh, a right disgrace you are. Come on, you remember. Oh, 10 bottles of mead, 1,000 bottles of dust, 50 bottles of tears, oh, make the hinges rust.
Smell, though.
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you approach.
What? Oh, new, are you? Very good, very good. Make yourself... Advice? Hold on to yourself, my friend. The fort is full of decent folks turned savage by confinement. Do not let it happen to you. My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Why? No doubt the two are related. Perhaps if we can reverse the cause of our misfortunes, when another divine arises...
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart.
The ground. I don't know what you... My mind? What else, my friend? We've used source for thousands of years.
God, the smell, though. I'm gonna give you one more chance to shut that ugly mouth of yours. This place has made you crazy. Perk up, old chap. There's plenty of singletons about.
Leave me be, Sam.
I only mean that if you please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not...
Oh, for the love of Lucian Ballard.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Piss off. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my...
A flat smile twitched.
She never did like you.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back to... He nods at you, and... The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back...
Murder's a big word. And no. This here's a bed for someone 1,000 times better than that snake. Rest her soul. The love of my life. Gret.
He tenderly runs a hand along the coffin's side panel.
If she were here, she'd tell me this plank is crooked. Chastise me for using warped wood on her final bed. Then she'd laugh and kiss me. Just here.
The man holds a hand to his cheek for a moment. He turns from you, lines up another nail, and hammers it into the panel.
Bastard. Wouldn't know a thing about you and I, Gretty. Oh, 10 bottles of mead, oh, 1,000 bottles of dust, 50 bottles of tears, oh, make the hinges rust.
Will sauce change back? What if there are no sauce?
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you... In that case, listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is... I've been here a long time. I have a way... Are you interested? Atta girl. Who wouldn't? The plan's simple. Completely... There's an artifact that has found its way into a... Not enough to get that art.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth.
Not drawing many winning cards.
Are you certain you want...
If we have different...
Hey, I know.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, when...
Back then I was Madame Josephine Gribble. You. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? Me too. Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I heard the same thing. Do you know what this means?
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes... She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Ah, it's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit... Well, a bit... hospitable?
No.
Ha! What I mean is, look, you've never been a host, right? That's because you're like a clump of leaves on the side of the road. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a... So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah? I was just thinking, so, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if... Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be? Sounds fine. So, yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought, and I'll do my best to stay myself.
Так. Отлично. Ты умеешь разговаривать? А, да. Важно. Обмен. Что тебе дает обмен? Ладно.
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend! Even so do I. By the divine, so do I. If Bishop Alexander... Some blame the Voidwoken for Alexander's failure to ascend. If all we sorcerers can be cured, then the Bishop shall...
Бла-бла-бла. Так, теперь нам надо еще... Бля, я даже не знаю на самом деле.
Я разочаровался в ней. На самом-то деле. Но квестик ее выполнить хочется. По правилам. Наверное, мы пока ее тут оставим. Да, так.
So, this is Fort Joy.
If a magister finds this on you.
What
You
a
forget my
crumbling
name,
disaster.
Got it.
Ну-ка.
Hey, down here. You're a little light in your pack, ain't you? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here?
Но если их убить, как я это делал раньше, то из них все выпадет. Сложно.
Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means. Fend for yourself then,
Бля,
Twiggy.
ах ты ж.
Need something in the kitchen, do you? Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you.
Ну да, это все с них выпадет.
Ha! Cheeky. What's your name? I'm Butter. Nice to meet you. Long enough, I reckon. I'm surprised they haven't come for me yet. Most folks get taken away for the cure after just a by the divine, haven't I? Back home again. But those are just dreams. No one can escape from here.
She laughs. The sound fills the air like...
Now, wouldn't that be... Look, I have an idea. I know we don't know each other very well, but time is so short and a connection is so rare. If we get out of here, will you meet me again in Arks? I have responsibilities here. I can't start running around outside the family. It isn't done. But once we're out of here, none of that will matter. You'll meet me, won't you? I don't care where you come from. Don't even care who you are, but I feel a connection, don't you? So...
She leans forward and grazes your cheek.
Until then... Need something in the kitchen, do you?
You, elf. What you heard about a crate of stolen supplies? And don't you lie to me now. Empty? Who gives a goblin's ass? The point is to get back the supplies inside. Come on, noggin thirsty. Huh. What do I need your help for, Freshy? By the looks of you, if you're done wasting my time, I've got a crate to find.
Ладно, так. Давайте сюда сбегаем. Может, он появился.
Easy, a delivery. Surely you'll have one.
Это и есть тот сновидец, ёпта.
Take your coin then.
Hands out your pockets now.
И где ты? Вон он. Так. Ты. Иди сюда.
As you're about to approach the lizard, Sabille cups your chin between thumb and index finger then guides your...
Listen, I need to have a chat with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once, but may just do right.
To your surprise, Sabine proceeds to throttle the unsuspecting lizard with one hand as she drives the tip of her needle into his lower belly with the other. You hear him yelp about the master, lone wolves, and a man called Griff. Then, quite suddenly, there's blood everywhere as Stingtail falls to the ground. Face first, Sabine heaves a sigh of satisfaction.
Chat's over.
That seemed just a tad.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with a What's going?
Да, книжечки. Хо-хо.
Something on your mind? It's simple. He scarred me, so I scarred him.
She defies you with devilishly innocent eyes.
Can you blame me? There it is. I was wondering when your spying would make... Anyway, what's dead is done, so let's move on, shall we? Despite my high hopes, this scar disfigures me still. The search for the master continues, of course. Hungry work, the hunt. Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens.
Так, давайте посмотрим. Сгорание духа, клинки и ускорение. А нафиг это ему все, да? Да. Сюда положим. Или нет? Пускай у него будет. Да, вот так. Можно что-то скрафтить, кстати, можно. Что-нибудь крутое. Нет. Ну ладно. А, бочку не обыскал, точно.
Sabine gently places a hand on the small of your bag.
Let me have a word with the gentleman, would you? I've a little clue to follow up.
Sabine steps forward and asks Griff the cook about the lone wolves. A dead little birdie. A little back and forth ensues. Money crosses hands, and before you know it, Sabine stands...
Thank you. We should make good on our escape, you know. I have to see a man about a wolf in the hollow marshes. Naught but a whelp in skill. Zalaskar's his name. A name for the take.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks...
What? Out with it.
He smirks.
I'm listening. A Myro. I guess you mean the clown I caught stealing from my kitchen. He's not supplies. A crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got your...
Griff tears into one of the oranges with both hands. Juice squirts through his hands as he...
Looks like everything's accounted for. Now the important question. Who's the thief?
He raises an eyebrow.
Looks like someone did my job for me. Your guy's free to go. He should be fine.
Так, есть какое-нибудь лечение?
Worse than war rations, these.
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
It is done. And quickly. I thank you. Very, I hold my end of the bargain. I show you the way out. But I have something more, Sahela. She is everything. It is for all our people. Give me your map. I give you this amulet. You must pass it to the elves who... I go to her.
Так, ну, level up это хорошо. Так. Но мы пока не будем все ничего распределять. Ну, кроме предела, конечно. Сюда мы... Как много всего. Так, а что тут еще у нас? Такое. Так.
Worse than war rations, these.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted. Got it.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Качество. Качество. Ну... Не знаю.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh? Keep it down, will you?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much. Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Like you wanted.
Keep it down, will ya?
Давайте мастер на все руки. Одно очко мы бахнем в... убеждение.
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Наверное, еще раз призыв.
Take your coin then.
Наверное, пока так. Тут у нас... Ты что у нас делаешь? Давай тебе в... Одежда есть? Одежды нет. Плохо. Ну ладно. Посох. Давай гирософистику.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh? Take your coin then.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Да, вот это, думаю, будет интересно. Ну, давайте тебе, наверное, интеллект бахнем. Так, ты, господин.
I've got that special shipment you was asking after.
Keep it down, will ya?
Давайте, может, тоже мастер на все руки еще тут. Оп. Тебя в воровство качнем. Геомантию.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Давай еще раз сюда, да. Тут.
Here's the goods. That you wanted. Bigger coin then.
Я по такой, что, наверное, одну в память кину. И второй в интеллект. Вот. Сибила, да, Сибила. Что мы тебе возьмем? Сибила. Пока не будем тебя распределять.
If a magister finds us on ya, you forget my name here. Haven't got shanked through.
Let me guess. You're here for a match. Dunno what you heard, but they won't take it easy on you just 'cause you're an elf. Nothing I can tell you you can't find out by slipping down that.
Понятно. Так.
A moment's pause. I had thought us too wicked for rest.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your...
If we have different paths to take, you and...
If Anne rolls his sleeves back down, he not...
Good work there. Good work.
He stretches out one rough hand. He grips your hand tight as a vice.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use some... I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick to the usual way? 2 heads are better than 1. And when push comes to shove, 4 fists.
He grins, sharp.
So, before we hit the road, it's survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need? Can do.
He scans the horizon.
Right you are.
Верхня.
Soon as I saw that glint in your eye.
Are you certain you want to dismiss his eyebrows?
Can't say I'm not. Good luck out there.
Так. Куда она ушла? Вот она.
What took you so long?
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of...
А можно как-то понятно, нельзя.
Sahela, you are all right.
I am fine,
As you approach the young elf, Losa suddenly grabs your arm.
Hey, listen, I don't know why. You mind? I can't. I just need to talk to her.
She turns towards Sahela. She darts over to the elf, and they begin talking in earnest. Losa suddenly snatches up both the elf's hands and...
You have to tell me.
The whites of Losa's eyes fade to grey, then black. The colour runs into her veins, crisscrossing her skin like lightning.
It rises in you even now, Losa. Be strong. You are okay. You are yours. No one else's.
Shut up. I don't want to hurt her.
Losa is rigid as a board, tense with the...
Leave me alone. Leave. You are hurting me.
Losa's eyes are black. Sahela's fingers are...
Let me go.
A sinister smile spreads across Losa's lips.
Chatty elf. Chatty elf with all the answers.
Losa, please. You must not defend her. She wakes if she is weakened. We must hurt her to protect her, you see?
I bet the elf blood. Let's find out.
You must weaken her to help her. Almost enough. A few more hits. She comes back to us when she is weaker.
You okay?
Yeah, thanks.
I see it.
What? Don't look at me like that. That thing has nothing to do with me. It's just a visitor. Glad it didn't freak you out too much, though. I know this kind of stuff can be weird if you aren't used to it. Look at us. A merry band. Let's keep moving. I want to get out of this bloody place as soon as possible.
I'm fine. You're fine. We're fine. Let's go.
Amiru.
This is very good. Sahela is all right. I thank you. Do not forget what I ask of you. Sahela cannot stay here. She is too I heal. We count on you still. To tell the elves who remain is not devotion to Sahela. It is devotion to all. To the world. She is... I never hear her speak something untrue. She's all of luck to you.
She breaks into a huge, childlike grin as you approach.
One friend brings another home. Thank you.
Her face falls at the mention of her home. Her hands fly instinctively to her eyes, as if to wipe...
My people. I miss them. But they cannot save me. It is not to be. We stay in Fort Joy. They stay elsewhere. This is the... Yes. It is a deep hurt. Homeland is gone. Home, he gets better. Little by little. We are together. We always get better.
She squeezes your...
I do not forget you.
We leave.
It is good. I see it. I know I trust them well.
Leave me. Go. You leave me.
She groans in...
Leave me. Go.
She bends over double in a violent coughing fit.
Mercy. I hope that it is. Leave me. Go. Get away. Get... Leave me. Go.
She smiles. and reaches out as if to touch your arm.
Sorry. I can't.
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry, and if it would not be acceptable, well.
Fane approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be gesturing toward. Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face Ripper," in shock. She slowly starts.
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get too, freak!
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in... Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after? Get bent.
A grin cracks.
Sure thing. Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this? Dallas, you maniac.
Amidst a crowd of screws,
And what you after?
a grin.
Sure thing.
Amidst a crowd.
And what you after? on there tight, ain't it?